G'day guys, got some interesting stuff this time, some on the Gold Monster and some on the GPX 6000. Now, got this one here. This has got an aftermarket shaft set up on it, and you can have a good look at that. Nice red flecked carbon fibre. Doesn't that turn into a nice little fold down unit? That's really good. I suppose if you wanted to find this, just look online, Gold Monster, yeah, knockdown shaft or something like that, and you'd find it. But that's really, really neat. That's really good. So the other thing I was saying too about these detectors, on the last video I did when I was bashing around with the office chairs, about how these detectors can fall over. And I've got another one here, which I'll just got detectors all over the place at the moment. There's another Gold Monster, and this one's come in, and it's got this aftermarket stabilizer on the back of it, which it's obviously 3D printed, and it feels very strong, and just clamps on. It's got a wing nut plastic screw inset there with the bolt, all plastic. But you know, this thing here, the original thing, is not very, if you can see it, do it that way around. It's really not very wide, and this one here, it's very wide to stop it falling over. And even so, you know, if it did fall over, bang, you get all the electronics in here, so it'll take an impact. So this me nearly knocking the microphone off, probably just about did. So I think that's a worthwhile investment, having something like that on your detector, Gold Monster or whatever detector. But yeah, this one's quite extended at the moment. But there's something else about the Gold Monsters I want to show you. If you look at these two units, this one and this one, and they look absolutely identical. You think they're identical, but there is a difference. And I mean a difference in operation, a difference in function. And yeah, I was also playing around with what I've stuck on the back there of Velcro. I just got a couple of bits of drip water irrigation plastic, and I just cut a couple of bits of that and stuck it there. This can also obviously go on the GPX as well. The GPX is higher, and if it goes over, it's going to go really crack. But what I did, I put these, I was just testing it out. So it's a bit of a guinea pig thing. I wouldn't normally use something like this. I'd use something flat so it goes on the Velcro better. And if it does impact, there's give in the Velcro. There's a little bit of give, you know, because it will wobble, and that would absorb probably most of the impact anyway if the detector came down hard. And you know, because it's Velcro, you know, it's sort of like, well, I don't want that there anymore, but you just leave the Velcro there. That's a bit thick, that Velcro, because it's covering over a little bit of that speaker. Not that it's going to make hardly any difference anyway, but yeah, just a bit of. I'm using white Velcro because this isn't really anything that's going to go out to any customer or anything like that. And I don't use white Velcro on detectors. It looks a bit, I don't know. I could say a word, but I'll just say the black one looks better, black Velcro. So that's what I'm doing with this. So yeah, just stick it on there. Um, you know, if you really wanted to, you can stick your car keys on there too, so you don't lose them. No. But yeah, it's a quick and easy way if you just put a bit of flat there or something on a bit of Velcro, a bit of flat plastic. You could even use aluminium, but you know, we'll stick to plastic. Everyone else does. You can even put an icy pole stick there, or something like that. But that's a good good way of knock protecting the head units on these detectors. But that's not what this is about. This is more technical. Okay, we turn our, I'll probably have to do it over this way a little bit. We'll turn our Gold Monster on, let it do its bizzo. Now remember, this, if this one does it or this one doesn't, I can't remember. Okay, you got your you basically noisy ground, deep ground. It's sort of what I would classify as does multi things anyway. Notice how I'm holding the button. Oh, probably need more angle. I'm holding the button in. Watch this. I hold it in, and it just changes modes on that ground. Well, it's meant to be shallow target, um, deep target, and tells you if it's gold or not. But anyway, we'll have a look at that. Right, that's it. Doesn't do anything. Just changes modes, and I'm holding that in hard. Nothing happens. So this is a version of a Gold Monster. Now I'll get this other version here, which I take this to be a newer one. Now, should have shortened the stem on this, but anyway, I'll turn it on. Beep, beep. Yeah, it's going to detect everything, of course, because it's got a long thing on it. Anyway, if we get onto this button here in the middle, change modes, right? Well, this one here, if you hold the button in, look what it's doing. Can you see that? It goes into a quick ground tracking mode. Well, not mode, but operation. And if we change it back to there, and I hold it, there it goes again. And it goes into a fast track mode. So ground balancing, you basically, shushy, you basically hold that in when you've changed to whatever mode you want, and it speeds up the ground tracking. The other version of this does not have it. Now, I've tried to see if there's any logical significance through serial numbers or anything like that. No, it's like a randomized exercise doing that. I think the serial numbers are not consecutive or anything like that. I think yeah, I think it's just sort of like a random, because if they're sequential, you'll have certain people in a certain country making something that looks like this that isn't this. That's what'll happen. So I think that is how it. Dear me, frog in the throat again. It's all the dry air, and I just had lunch too. So, but yeah, that's the story with these. Can't make anything different out of the serial numbers. Different numbers, of course, but this one's easier to hold. But yeah, this one just hasn't got it. I'll do it again anyway. Hold it in. Nothing. Change mode. Hold it in. Oops, there we go. Nothing. So it doesn't have that fast track. Actually, does it even track? I don't know. Like I say, most of all, I put these things on have been really, really mild. So get the Kalgoorlie Hot Rock. I'll just see if I've got to put it on myself, because there's nowhere else to put it at the moment. When I'm sitting here, try some power would help. We'll try it anyway. We'll see if it actually how it tracks. Okay, we're in the all basically all metal mode. Let's see. I don't know if we can track out these things. I don't know if holding the button in that mode does anything, does it? No. Change. Oh, it's telling me it's iron. Well, it's ironstone. So it does shut up, but in all metal type deep mode, whatever you want to call it. So that then comes to ask, does this fast track button on the other unit track that out? It's all metal. We'll see. I've got a hook around my leg. It's a bit too long to do this. Hang on a second. It's all, yeah. Basically, she's all locked together. I can't really do much with this. No, it's a bloody surf rod. Anyway, I'll try it anyway. I'll just get the hot rock. Hang on. Let's see what happens. Come on. Oh, you're turning on. Good, good, good. I'll put in its okay. This is going to be damn difficult, come to think of it. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to get a plastic container, upend it so it's not near anything conductive, like that, and put the hot rock on it, right in the corner there. There we go. This will do it. And I'll just get back a bit. Yeah, as you can see, down. That's locked, isn't it? There we go. Loosen it off. Yeah, I've just got the hot rock there on the corner of that thing. So we'll see what happens anyway. Righto, this is on all metal mode. And I'll hold the button in. Makes no damn difference. I'll put it on the other mode. I'll just do the fast tracky thing. Yeah, it works exactly as the other detector. Yeah. It's saying that's a piece of iron. So, yeah. You'll get confused if I go around here. Yeah, so kill the power on that. So there is differences. There must be a Mark 1 and a Mark 2 on this. So yeah, that is the story of those things. There is differences differences in the models. But I really like this little short package though. That's quite neat. I like that. Yeah. Very nice indeed. Now, what I did have here is one of these things, which I was saying that if it does tip over, it could do damage. So, same sort of process. Beforehand, I said undo the screws. Don't undo the screws. Some people will freak at undoing screws, but sticking a bit of Velcro on, like something like this with a couple of little outriggers, like so. Now, if this goes over, it's protected. So, bang, bang, bang. It'll hit that, and just a flex in that Velcro will take the impacts. Will hopefully take the impacts. Yeah. So that's rough as guts, and definitely could be neatened up. Look at it. It's like it's got a couple of ears on it, but that would save a possible trip to the doctors if it got whacked and broken. Yeah, but just quick and easy, bit of Velcro, and I wish I had some flat plastic I could put on there, but I don't. Dear me, what have I got? I've got nothing I can use. There's nothing like that here. So someone out there could probably, I don't know, what would be better, right? If this was a flat piece of plastic and you 3D printed it and it came round in a little bit of a half circle. So it would bend like this sort of thing if it fell over. Then you could Velcro it on. So, but that's a quick and easy fix for a potential problem down the road. So, and obviously, if you put Velcro on, you use black Velcro so it doesn't stand out like the proverbial. That's pretty neat. Dear me. Got anyone to think I was a bloody chronic smoker or something. I haven't smoked since I was 22. But then I started when I was 14 and quit when I was 22. So, yeah, that's that. So that's the Gold Monsters and 6,000. How you can protect the head if it falls over, which actually is a good idea. And even putting those wide outriggers on, like this one's got. I don't know if you could, well, I suppose you could. You could put an outrigger like this thing here on the other detectors, but where you're going to put it, you have to place it. Oh dear me, it's a logistical nightmare because it's where the coil goes. You need something. I'll think this out because I can usually come up with quick engineering things. The trouble is, it's got this little bit of conduit here, which has the cable from the head unit running down, and you can't put a round clamp around it. You'd have to have a half clamp, something like this that did up like that, and it has to go over the top of this rail or little conduit, we'll call it, whatever. So it clears it, and then you have your outriggers coming down here. So it would look something, not all those fingers there, but like that, but bigger and all the way down. That's how you could do it. There's no real way of doing it at the back of the detector. Well, there is, but if you've got warranty on your detector, you can avoid it. I'm just thinking, it's probably not enough meat. I was thinking if you could do something actually on the bottom of the battery, or something along here, but you'll never get enough grip. It'll just fall off. So now I've got an idea. I have an idea. You guys out there, we've got 3D printers, by the way, but I'm not going to do it because it's too much. It's not our core business. I could do this, and David's got 2 or 3 3D printers where he could. But I'm thinking, guys, if you have a 3D printer and you're feeling like bored, I'll tell you right now. Here you go. You guys out there who like making aftermarket, make an aftermarket one of these, okay? And what you do, make it a little bit thicker here. Probably change the design to like there. Or actually, no, just step this bit out. Step it out so it goes over and put the outriggers off here. One out there, and it's right at the back of the detector. So you don't need a lot of length, and you can get some good width on it. Stop the detector tipping over that way. So an aftermarket one of these, yeah, it looks like it had something trying to grow a nest in there. You can see those dark bits. Like the other day when I opened up a 7000 and bloody black spider fell out on me. Worked that one out. So that is that. The other thing too, on these detectors, this is another good idea, which, like this, because it's all open, right? Um, Magnetic particles, magnetic bits of dirt and stuff can get in here. You know, you kick a bit of dust around, it's going to stick on the. I don't know if you use that speaker in there, but you know, all that hot rock, you know, type material and anything magnetic is going to stick on the speaker and vibrate like a. I was going to say something funny then, but I won't. It'll vibrate and make a lot of noise. Um, but on the back here, it's got those little fingers. What I would do, right in the middle there, I would get a very thin neodymium, or neodymium, however you want to pronounce it. I've never heard anyone say it, so I don't know how to pronounce it. I just read it. Stick a magnet in there, so it'll intercept any dirt that comes this way. It'll just stick on the magnet, not on the speaker. So you could do that, or if you wanted to, you could stick your magnet on the outside, or aftermarket and make a little magnet holder right there. So you could do that, and it would stop you know, magnetic particles getting on the speaker, and yeah, that's if you use a speaker. I've been told a lot of people do not, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So you've already got your pattern. All you do is yeah, basically measure it all out, copy it, and make your own. Make an aftermarket with some outriggers on it, and a uh, a magnet there to catch all the little particles that would end up on the speaker, if you want to. And the other thing I don't like is trying to get this thing back on. Sometimes it's a real effort, sometimes it goes straight on. But anyway, it went straight on. Must be getting more experienced or something. Oh, dear me. But yeah, something like that anyway. But the one thing I do like about these detectors, this back screw, is that even though it's a Phillips star screwdriver, you can do it with a flat blade, a small one. Um, it seems like any screwdriver fits that for some reason. But yeah, so if you can envisage this remanufactured, you could probably bring it out with a little bit more chunk on it out here, and just bring your outriggers down here and here. So the functionality would be exactly this. Nothing's going to change on the detector, except that stop it tipping over, because that's not flat enough, really. You really want something, you know, coming right out. Will that interfere with your swing? Let me think. No, it's way down. It's not gonna bang into you. Uh, but you know, taking your detector off your arm, putting it down, the you know, you just don't want it going, you know, clunk every time you put it down, because it is unstable. It's all right if you're on flat concrete, I suppose, but goldfields aren't made of flat concrete. The goldfields aren't flat. Some are, but I would definitely come up with some idea of putting it an outrigger on there. You can't really mount anything to it. All you've got, you know, one screw holding it there. Um, yeah. So, but yeah, that thickened up. Even if you well, 3D printed your outriggers coming off the side here, just the side here, like down, and you could actually probably make outriggers that are two-piece. So you could um, have it down a certain amount, and then you can actually clip an extension piece into it if you wanted to. Uh, there's a lot of things you can do. So there you go. All you guys who do aftermarket for these detectors, have a think about that, and it's probably worthwhile doing. There's nowhere else really you can do it. You, like I say, on the bottom of the battery, it's got screws. If you made something up that you took the screws out, put it on here and put the screws back in, but longer screws, and not too far in, of course. You don't want to do any damage, you could do something like that. I've never undone those screws. I don't know what happens when you do. I think this bit here, the rubbery bit, probably just comes off. So there's ideas there that you can actually um, utilize something and screw it in, or 3D print something, or go to China and get them to make you up an injection um, mold, and yeah, plastic injection mold the things. Except they will probably run away with your idea. But that was a joke. Well, it wasn't really. Gotta be careful what you say. I love Chinese; they're my best friends, especially when it comes to manufacturing. But yeah, outriggers on these, I think there's a market for it. I really do. Putting it here, they're far more stable. Anyway, tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm on the right path about the outriggers on these. You might say it doesn't need it, well, clunk, clunk, clunk. Need a new LCD. Oh, damn. Yeah, it wasn't such a bad idea after all. But yeah, I think definitely so. You probably would want to do something. Even that Velcro trick there, that'll save you bacon. There's nothing worse. You're out in the middle of the goldfields and your detector falls over and goes smack and you can't see your screen no more. That would be a bit of a fizzer. Uh, it's, yeah, just one of those things that you won't be prepared for it and it's going to happen. And, well, obviously, I've been fixing up screens on these things. So it happens, I'd say. They don't all pop in the sun. They don't get hot and they all pop. A lot of them have that classic going black from the corner of the screen down where it's been fractured and all the liquid is being displaced by air and it all goes black. So if you have that, that's what's happened in most cases. It's been dropped. And the other thing too, it's still raining. So yeah, next day, still raining. And if you noticed, my gas lift chair has not gone down since I put my magic bloop on it, or gloop, whatever you want to call it. It's still up in the air, and all the others too. So that's a quick fix. I might. I was going to market that and sell it so people don't have to put new gas lifts in. It's got 3 additives in it. It basically lubricates, it protects the seals, but it also expands the seals so they grab better. It'd probably work in a lot of applications, actually. You could probably stick it in a car engine and fix the seals, but yeah, I haven't tried that and I wouldn't do it just in case. But it works on gas lift cylinders. It could probably even fix hydraulic rams as well. So yeah, if you want to try some, it does work. I'm up in the air, been here all day. Well, got in here at 9 o'clock. It's now 2 o'clock in the arvo, and my chair has not gone down. So it's done that. It's fixed it. Apart from that, that's in the. If you want to know about the chair bizzo, it was just funny because I had nothing else to. I was going to go out and I had nothing else to do, so I made a video about fixing up the office chairs. Apart from that, that's it. That's 29 minutes of detector and 1 minute of talking about chairs, 30 seconds of talking of the weather, and that'll do us. Anyway, catches.